Guys, welcome back to another video. I got sent this duo VOD by Capslock and his duo partner Goofy Kitten. Looks like they are doing a duo, and he wanted some feedback. So looks like he has this role, melee DPS in a duo, which is quite interesting. That's very unconventional. And then I think that means that Goofy Kitten over here is range freezing. Or like range and mage hybrid, weird shit. And then yeah, they're chatting in the chat here. Goofy Kitten has this great idea. Um, Looks like he's gonna spec transfer Caps Lock after he hammers twice. Not really sure why that's necessary. Caps Lock unfortunately did not take out his bloods before Maiden, so he takes them out now. He does have full spec bar as soon as he's hammered because he took out his bloods though. Um, he was not able to like be just right after the hammer. Now they're on completely different ticks. Wondering how they're gonna figure that out. It's like Caps Lock is taking some blood. That's pretty bad. Lost some ticks there. He's already getting ramboed by the boss. Goofy Kitten with quite the switches. I think I think the reason I think Goofy Kitten brought Void or something, and he was gonna like bow in the back, but um he was supposed to be like the party leader, and Caps Lock did not change the order and just went in, and Goofy was like, "Fuck it, let's just run it." So Caps Lock ends up tanking all of Verzik's autos, except when he happens to run south or west, because does not seem like Caps Lock knows really how Maiden works at all. Like the idea of um, I think the idea of flinching is just foreign to him. Yeah, he doesn't even know like how the crabs stack. Um, like you don't want to hit the crabs that are gonna get barraged in a clump. Um, anyhow, but honestly, the now he's denying that he hit them. Looks like the Maiden's honestly going not too bad. They were able to kill most of those crabs in the last proc. Um, and then you get this other proc. This is actually a really good proc, but Goofy Kitten just doesn't freeze anything, or he froze 3 and 4, but not. Wait, did he even freeze 4? Holy shit. That's yeah. It looks like yeah. It says in Cap's chat box 4 is leaked with 42%. That's pretty shit. Um, and uh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, seems like the power of Fly Fury is strong. Now Goofy Kitten is running the fuck away because he sees that Caps has some HP, but Goofy Kitten does not. But yeah, they luckily do get the Maiden clear somehow. Caps with the 345 angle on the Sang refill. Uh, and yeah, it looks like Goofy Kitten takes fucking ages to pick up his Phoenix because he has such a kank inventory. And then here they are off to Bloat. Caps Lock waiting for him. What a polite gentleman. Um, and yeah, I think that they wanted Goofy Kitten to go in first because they have some weird ass tech where Goofy Kitten will like bow Bloat around the corner like this. Oh no, yeah, he did do it. Okay. I guess he does get Thrall up, so that's good. Caps Lock waiting for him to go down before he goes in. That's one way you can do it, I guess. Uh, okay. Um, Caps Lock, unfortunately, when the boss turned, Caps Lock ran all the way over when he could have just understood that Charlie has attack range of 1, and um, if like the bloat physically cannot walk far enough where you cannot run 2 tiles and be in range for the like Charlie to catch. I mean, it can walk enough, but it's really, really rare. So then the Caps Lock entered like when the boss was uh, halfway through. It looks like Goofy Kitten doing some windmilling over here. Um, Quite interesting. But he only does one corner. Did not bring enough Phoenix for more, I guess. Oh no, he does another corner, and it goes down. Okay, Caps Lock miles away. That is some terrible gameplay. I think Caps Lock doesn't even know what the concept of flinching is, so that's unfortunate. Goofy Kitten with the arrow pickup. That is some tech. Um, and then yeah, Caps Lock does luckily though get away before it stomps. Though he is ready to keep with the T. Uh, Looks like he has his peanut gun just in case. It's not the worst idea. But yeah, it just looks like you're 3 down in a duo. You definitely can get 2 downs, but you have to do some tech. Definitely don't get handed. Good job dodging that hand. And then yeah, I would try at 10% for sure. Yeah, he does. That's good. Um, it looks like Goofy Kitten is pinging for Caps Lock to get some items, which he left outside the room. Good that Goofy Kitten reminded him. I'm a little confused why Caps Lock doesn't use the little plugin that like shows items on the floor. I know it can get annoying, but if you just double tap Alt, it'll turn off. And then the other thing is certain items you can have default always off, like Dragon Darts, for example, and Nylocas. Of course, you're gonna have those off because in these like end game raids, a lot of people raid without Avas because they just have too much money to waste on Dragon Darts. Honestly, it's a problem. Like, they should not have that much money. But yeah, it looks like they are going to keep continuing onto Bloat, or no, onto Nihilus. Trading the heart, that's good. The heart is good to trade around. Caps Lock unfortunately does not scam this shitter. Goofy Kitten pot shares the stam, and then Goofy Kitten with the back at ya, pot sharing the range paw. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this part. He didn't pot share the range pot. Okay. It's just all right. Looks like Caps Lock with the melees, unfortunately, is maging the lower tick crabs, or like the lower wave crabs, which you should really mage the newer ones, not the older ones. And he keeps clicking that 2 when he should be clicking the other ones. Swift's mage in a clump. That's pretty bad. Looks like Goofy Kitten with the barrage. That's good. Good. Get another barrage. Oh no, he's blow piping the aggro. That's fine. He should really be chinning here, but instead he's barraging. Gets off 1 chin. That's okay. And then keeps piping. And he misses. Like, he really should be barraging here. Wave. Looks like Caps Lock with the scythe on the east. He gets there in time and then runs back over to Swift the west. Yeah, what really should be happening is Goofy Kitten should be scything the west while Caps Lock scythes the east. That being said, I don't really know how this whole like melee freeze thing works out, or melee range freeze, I guess. So I kind of just freestyling, I think. Um, Goofy Kitten leaving the range big up. You usually want to leave both the range and the melee up so you don't stall. You leave it up until 16 spawns or 17 is about to spawn. And then, yeah, they're just killing all the smalls so that they don't stall 19, and then they kill the bigs a little after that. Um, yeah, looks like Caps Lock scything the East 20. He could, I think it'd be better if he scythed the South 20. Little Din spec, that's some tech. I think they spec transferred Maiden, so there's a good chance. Oh, so he could have Dins that again, but instead opts to Swift, and then Dins the thing that would have been killed by the Swift. Scything, losing a lot of ticks here, and then yeah, just running back and forth, doing nothing. That's not ideal. Gets spec transfer, which is good. Dins again. and Dins again. Not bad, not bad. Um, Unfortunately, he sangs the melee there, so just wasting time sanging. Does not know how to kill the melee aggro's. I would assume as melee DPS, you're tasked with killing the melee aggro's the way you do in trio. But unfortunately, he cannot seem to do that. He doesn't understand that Scythe is much better on the bigs than Swift is. Looks like Goofy Kitten missing some Barrage Clumps. Isn't that a Barrage Clump? Over here on this pillar. Where's the Barrage? Okay, it's chinning. Okay, finally gets the Barrage. That was quite the IE Barrage. Um, all the Mage Bigs are exploding now. So with the Mage Big exploding, the next waves should start spawning. Hapslock with the Dins, he unfortunately does not have any spec left and is unfortunately about to die. Uses the Shark. That is some tech. I've never seen anyone use a Shark. Maybe he has like Shift use on somehow. I would be terrified. Yeah, he is about to die next to the pillar. Oh, there he pops the P-neck. That's pretty good. Um, it's very misleading though. When you pop the P-neck, your HP bar looks like you're 0 or 1 HP, but really the P-neck healed you, and that didn't update the HP bar. Unfortunately, Caps Lock did not put on his Blood Fury at this time, so he missed out on 8 strength bonus there. And then did not Mage Pray. Unfortunately, gets absolutely clobbered by the boss. Does get melee prayer up in time. Goofy Kitten looks like he's trolling his switches a little bit. Was not able to put on Torva there for the melee phase on the first hit. Really should be putting on Torva. Also should be pre-switching range. So pretty dog shit that he was blow piping in Torva for a second there. Yeah. Honestly, this boss is going pretty well. Getting a little spoon on my mage phase. Oh, there's a mage phase. Looks like Goofy again just healed Caps again. I think the idea was in case Caps like misses that mage prey because he did before. But there's every chance that Goofy Kitten could miss the mage prey, so that's pretty troll. Just killing yourself to heal someone else. And looks like Goofy Kitten with the blood barrage, getting his health back. Um, and then Claws. Claws instead of Chellying. Quite interesting. Caps Lock with the late Mage Prey, but gets it on in time. That's pretty good. And then ready for the Scythe. He should go for the Chelly. He does. That's good. Hopefully he dies here and does not. With Bow on accurate. Did he flick to that accurate as he voted? Or was he accurating the whole time? I'm not sure. 536 with a 404 boss spawn. That is supremely bad. I am surprised the pillar did not fall. Yeah, they must have legit been standing there with their dicks in their hands, just watching the crabs walk by. You've ever been on like a roller coaster where you're just sitting there and everything goes by, but you do nothing? That's sort of like what those Nylocas were. And into Sotetseg now. Goofy Kitten with the Barrage pre-fire. I don't think he understands that T-Bow is a lot better than Barrage. He does luckily hit the Barrage, but even if you hit it, T-Bow unpotted without Void is a max of 62. Barrage with like full Mage, which of course he does not avail. It's like a 5-way. With full Mage is like a max of 40 or something. Goofy Kitten with the spec transfer again for Caps Lock to Hammer. Looks like they missed all their hammers. Caps Lock saving one for the next phase. And he should put on his light bear, or he did already earlier. Okay, that's good. And looks like about to proc here. I think Goofy Kitten's stepping back because the ball is about to come, maybe, and he's hoping that he'll skip the ball. And unfortunately, they did not skip the ball. Caps Lock with the maze does not wait when he goes left. We'll see if that works out. Usually when you don't wait, you go left. The person outside is absolutely fucking lost, and they can't. Oh, looks like Goofy Kitten. Holy shit, with the God maze. He was totally on time. I don't know how that happens. That's some pretty lucky play, honestly, considering I don't know why Caps Lock here is flinching. He's at 99 health and just flinching when I don't think they've skipped the ball. Here comes the ball. They should DD. Let's see if Caps Lock gets over there. Okay, he does. Finally stops flinching, but only once, like, okay. Now finally puts on his Bellator, which he should have had on the whole time. I think the problem Caps Lock had there is you want to hammer with the Ultor on, and he did, but then he just totally forgot about his rings. So I would recommend Caps Lock just hammer with the Bellator on and camp it the entire Sotetseg, because I don't think he's going to remember anything about the rings, so it's probably just better to lose a few max hits. You don't lose any accuracy from wearing the Bellator, but then gain the accuracy on the Scythe, um, instead of forgetting about it. Caps Lock with the piety flicking here, quite intense looking. He is able to properly flick, it looks like, but unfortunately, his prayer is going down, so it's that 1 dose restore is looking very juicy. Luckily, Goofy Kitten does wait a tick there. I think Caps Lock would have been lost without that wait. Um, and he puts on the hammer here. Again, does not put on the Ultor, so maybe actually listen to me, took my advice. Runs over to the other side. That's very unconventional. Generally, you'll just stay on the side. Fortunately, tanks a mage hit. Generally, you'll just stay on the side that you come out on the maze, in this maze like that, because otherwise, oh, unfortunately, he likes to pray the prayer, um, whatever that prayer is, the brain prayer, next to the mage pray. That was not ideal. Ultimate reflexes, I think it's called. And yeah, looks like they are going to be able to kill this Sotetseg. Looks like Caps Lock is planking though. Bet RNG there. I think he should have clicked the Mage Prey, but unfortunately he couldn't click the Mage Prey while clicking the Spec Bar. So honestly, understandable that, like, you just got to go for the Spec Bar. There's no way you could do that many actions in one tick. All right, Goofy Kitten, what's he saying here? Same as Maiden, but don't equip Scythe. Oh, I think he's talking about the spec transfer. So let's see how Caps does here. Does he put on the Ultor? We should put up a prediction in the chat. Like, comment right now in the chat if you think Caps Lock is going to put on the Ultor. Goofy Kitten asking for a Divine, and I think he's asking for the regular. But Goofy Kitten has figured it out. He's able to see Caps Lock inventory. He wanted a 1 dose, but Caps Lock decanted, and then Goofy Kitten figured it out. He was like, I'll give you a 1 dose, and you give me the 2 dose. Goofy Kitten still wants the super combat, and finally Caps Lock obliges and gives it to him. Now he has to figure out what he's going to buy. He goes for a restore, a brew, another restore. He has 9 more points. Dude, a 4th restore. I think he still has 6 points. He should keep the stam. And oh no, he only has 3 points. So maybe 2 sharks. We'll see. Oh, he goes for the 2 sharks. Let's go. All right. So now I think they are in. Oh, he does put the Ultor on. Okay. I think they are in for a fun ride, because not only do they have this weird ass tactic of spec transferring one guy for the specs of Xarpus, but also considering the way the Maiden went, I think there's absolutely 0 chance that Xarpus goes smoothly. So first they have the Exhumes, of course. Caps Lock doesn't even have them marked, so I think that might help him out if he marked his Exhumes. That's unfortunate for him that he does not have them marked. And there is actually a way to mark the Exhumes. Maybe I'll link it in the description of this video. Basically, you edit your RuneLight settings, so that instead of having to actually, like, manually mark them, you're able to have them all marked, but there's no, like, button for it, import, the way there is for radius markers or tile markers. You have to go into the settings file of your RuneLight. But looks like the Exhumes are over. Caps Lock getting ready to hammer. Yeah, they're definitely not DDing or anything. Goofy Kitten with the spec transfer. That's actually pretty well pulled off. Caps Lock was not confident that he was spec transferred in time, so we put on his Scythe, unfortunately. The spec transfer is pretty well pulled off, because usually you'll see people spec transfer um, like way too late, because you can actually spec transfer while the person still has spec if they're about to attack, because um, the spec transfer takes, unlike heal other, which transfers the health almost instantaneously, the spec transfer takes about 4 ticks for it to actually get the spec to you. And it's not like a distance thing, it just always takes 4 ticks. Looks like Caps is scything every 5 ticks, so that's pretty good. So at least he's got that down. Unfortunately, he doesn't know how to path so that Xarpus doesn't kill all the tiles. But he's clicking the boss like Guardians. Not bad. Just keep clicking the boss. Yep, yep. Okay, he's trying to save these tiles here, looks like, so he doesn't want to rag them. Unfortunately, he runs on the poison instead of in the open tile. Looks like Goofy getting over here, just doing some back tiling. Quite interesting maneuvers Goofy getting here. Maybe he shouldn't be next to the ranger though. Like, go to the other side of the boss. You sure? Um, some more back tiling. Steps on the acid. What an absolute dog shit! Like, you just back tiled onto a tile that's already taken. Like, there, I think there was a untaken tile literally next to it. Unreal how bad that gameplay is. Caps Lock running in closer to T-Bow. You actually want to T-Bow farther from the boss. And then Caps Lock is just running every single time he shoots, when he should wait for the Xarpus to like throw and for the splat to be about to land. Caps Lock now next to the boss, ready for the Screech. That's actually tech. Unfortunately, Scythe with the Torva off for a hit. That's unfortunate. It looks like Caps Lock is at 10 HP. He does have the Cure Me, like spell, like he has the runes for it, but unfortunately he doesn't know how to cast it. I don't even think he could tell you where it is in the spell book if you asked him. Um, but he's just gonna stand here and size himself out. Very very bad gameplay over there. He didn't even click off the boss. He was simply just flicking piety, hoping it never looked at him. So you want to click off the boss whenever it's about to turn. So for him, he would have had to like click a weapon to switch attack, or he could just click the ground. I think actually one of the really good techs for that is if you bring a second charge scythe, you can just click the other charge scythe, and then you don't have to click the scythe again. So I think I might actually try that. Um, and looks like Goofy Kitten with the solo Xarpus carry, hopefully, unless he scythes himself as well. You can see the little red tints flashing. Looks like he's scything just fine. 0.7, is he going to get it? 0.6, 0.1, oh no, it's close here, and he gets it with the clear. The nice little 413 Xarpus, quite the time, I might say so myself. Yeah, it looks like they dropped all their pots, so gotta recharge your saying, drop the blood rune, pick up the blood rune. Man doesn't even know that blood runes prioritize over brews. Only that is some bad RNG. Looks like Goofy Kitten said let me 3-4 or let me 4-3. I think he's referring to P1, so he wants Caps Lock to uh, drop the staff to him. Goofy Kitten with the heart, and then he's gonna drop some supplies for Caps Lock, maybe, or no. And then yeah, it reminds Caps Lock to put on Light Bearer. That's pretty good. And then they're just getting ready for Verzik. Got to make sure you're ready. Talk to the good old bitch. Caps Lock may or may not pray mage here. I'll see. Goofy Kitten with the redemption. That is some tech. Okay, does get the pray mage off. That's pretty good. Goofy Kitten specs and then sights 2 more times. Back to the pillar and does exactly what he said he'd do. He said he was going to 4-3, so he's doing the 4-3. That's pretty good. Caps Lock just running back and forth, 2 sights every attack. Honestly, not bad gameplay. Keep the mage spray on. Keep the you don't need the piety though. I would have him turn off piety. Goofy Kitten dropping the staff here. 2 Caps Lock. Looks like he's gonna try and get the pre-fires off and then drop it back. So he does 2 pre-fires and takes it, puts the scythe on like he's gonna drop it, but then doesn't, proceeds not to drop it. I guess he's just gonna keep the staff, not pre-firing every auto. He's gonna keep the staff until he regens his spec. I guess that's one way to do it. Um, did unfortunately not wait a tick. If he had pre-fired with the staff on the previous auto, would have been a lot easier to wait a tick, because you don't actually have to wait a tick. You just click as soon as you get your XP drop. Looks like he's pot sharing a stam, but also doesn't wait a tick. Gets chance there, actually. He was 65 HP. Definitely could have died there. The max is 68. Luckily, does wait a tick now. I think it's a lot easier if you just pre-fire with the saying and then click as soon as your XP drop, because otherwise you have to have the self-control to wait. And some people just don't have that self-control, unfortunately. Um, Looks like the boss is dead here. Absolute does not run into the pillars. That's pretty good. Picks up some brews. He's potted. That's good. And then he's ready. Unfortunately, his bloods have not been uncharged, though, so he doesn't have a thrall out. He should have thralled for P1, and then he wouldn't notice about the bloods. He should probably bullpipe the purple today or tomorrow, but unfortunately, um, yeah, he doesn't quite get it. Okay, finally gets the purple, but after the purple, yeah, unfortunately, does indeed get bounced. He just hit an 11 max hit, which means he is camping the light bear. That's not ideal. When you see that 11, alarm bells should be going off in your head. Maybe it did go off for him. It just took him a while to put on his Bellator. Um, and yeah, this P2's okay, going all right. He's able to click back every 4 ticks. But he is stabbed, so he could start running back. Uh, You do want to run when the crab is about to spawn. Otherwise, yeah, see the crab spawned there. Otherwise, there's a chance that this crab will spawn on you, and you'll take a 10. If the crab, like the 3x3 area, hits you, then you take a 10. But if the 1x1 area where the crab is directly targeted hits you, you actually can take a 70 and just die. And yeah, looks like P2 is going pretty well. Goofy Kitten dumping claws for some reason. Maybe he was camping Light Bear and just forgot about it. And gained a lot of spec back, so we wanted to dump claws so that his spec didn't regen, but I wouldn't know. Okay, they're about to get to reds. Reds are a very crucial part of the boss because it's very easy to get bounced while you get dragged around while the reds move. So you want to avoid that. And also, it looks like they got a purple again. Caps lock running straight into the crab, taking what looks like a 40. Maybe he should have ran away from the crab instead of into the crab. Is able to move from the range auto. That's the other thing that you can run into the range autos. Caps lock spellbook swapping while Verzik is not healing. Very dangerous there, especially on Mage Spray. Definitely chanced if it had Mage Auto, if it had ranged auto there. He could have easily been hit at 44. Now he's brewing up. Unfortunately, he brewed up and lost some ticks doing so. Like waiting for him to sip. He like sipped the brew, then sipped restore, and then super combat or something, but then didn't scythe in between. So quite interesting tech there. Looks like he also is about to like fill up his spec bar, so he wants to dump his specs so that he's not just sitting at 100. It's honestly not that bad to just sit at 100 though, and just wait for if you're only going to be sitting there for like probably 15 seconds or something, because you're just gonna be doing one more phase, and then you'll go for the skip with double claws. And the double claws skip is really good, so it's worth the wait. Unfortunately, I dumped their claws. Looks like caps lock going for the skip here. Goofy Kitten also with the claws. But caps lock aborting the skip when he could have clawed. He could have easily clawed the skip there. I think he forgot that he has spec. And they unfortunately don't get it simply because caps lock didn't claw. Quite interesting that he decided not to claw there. And proceeds to heal the boss. He's still not clawing. Even when it's like this percentage, yeah, you might want to save claws because it's low percentage. But if you're just going to one hit her with claws, it's definitely worth it over doing just like 2 sights and just elongating the kill. Looks like Caps Lock with the tank. Not sure he has the best tanking skills, but we'll see how this goes. He is able to step under. Looks like Goofy Kitten is flinching out just in case there's a melee. Honestly, I don't blame him because Caps Lock looking pretty sus. Luckily, the crab is on Goofy Kitten, so there's no problems there with Caps Lock dragging the tank. And yeah, looks like they're going to get to webs perfectly fine. I think Caps Lock does have a stam, so maybe he'll pot shot that. Maybe he won't. Goofy Kitten ran early, but then waited a tick. So now they're DD'd again. Looks like Caps Lock is going to pot shot the stam. That's pretty good. Yeah, looks like he's running webs just fine. Clicking far and then clicking around. Yeah, that's pretty good run of webs. Now he claws when he could have clawed on Pete. No, he doesn't claw. Boss is still on him. Drops definitely loses scythe there running underneath the boss. Chances of melee. Um, yeah. And then I think it's about to do yellows here. No, one more auto. Now it does yellows. Now he has a full spec bar because he didn't claw on P2. I mean, not quite a full spec bar. He's probably going to dump claws now. But yeah, I guess his strategy was saving the claws for the tornado. Honestly, it could be worse. Looks like they go for the melee. Good venge by Goofy Kitten. That's pretty good tech. Venge the melee, and then hopefully he dumps claws here. Again, he has a blood fury, so he should have been camping another melee. Good venge maybe. I don't know if he venged that. Looks like Goofy Kitten with the green ball. Redemption's it. Pretty pog. Caps Lock does switch his prayer. Another chance of a melee. And somehow they complete the kill. What's that? 746? Could have easily been like 720 if he had just clawed the skip. And looks like Caps Lock did PB overall. 30 seconds off his um, normal like challenge time PB, and they do get a purple. Holy, a Grazi Rapier. That is some coinage right there. Fortunately, Grazi Rapier has gone down from where it used to be before the Fang came out, but it's been going up recently because of the Fang nerf. And yeah, well, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe.